and handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw right away is Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Watson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On second down, Jacobs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Carr now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, it's Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. That's caught by Waller out left side. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns drive about to get started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visual.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Running for it is Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. After the run, Watson going to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Second and 4. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, after watching that throw and catch on that corner route, you just have to know they put some time in working on it, haven't they?
Practice makes perfect. Worked out well there. Again, it's Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing 2nd half. This is what we wanted all time, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action. Now Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Hop up in the air and now that went away. And it's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air trying to get some kind of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Chubb will get the call running left. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 16. Now it's Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end lift that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, round 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And really, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats tells us after that initial contact was made, he was able to take it nearly 50 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Connecting with Renfro. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And some room to run now. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second down at 4. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead.